What's up, Madden fans? In today's video, we're going to be building a fully customized playbook for Madden NFL 18. Shout out to my friend HP Brown for suggesting that we do this video. The system hasn't changed much in the last 2 years, but we haven't made a video about this since Madden 16. So today, let's get into it. Thanks for visiting TNT713's YouTube channel. If you like this video, tackle that like button. Subscribe for more Madden videos. Get notifications so you never miss a new upload. And share this video with your friends on social media. Hey, what's up, y'all? TNT713. Going to put together an instructional video this time so that people who are looking to create their own Madden playbook for Madden NFL 18 can do so. Couple things, this works on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm working on the PlayStation. If you have an Xbox, I'll let you know which buttons that you should hit as we're going through it. So there's a few things that you should know before you get started. The first one is that this process, if you're really going to build one that you want to take onto the field to play, especially if you're playing competitively, is going to take about an hour. An hour would be the minimum amount of time that I would give it. It may take you a little more time if you're more thoughtful. You want to add more plays, or you're more worried about how to scheme. Also, since we're talking about time and planning, it takes less time if you already know which plays that you want to use. You're much better off if you can plan the base of your playbook. Today what we're going to be doing is we build a custom playbook with 3 formations, with 6 plays each, with 2 sets each. And then we're going to take that onto the practice field so you can kind of take a look at what it looks like. Alright, so let's get started. We'll hit either L1 or R1 until you get to the customize menu. It's going to be the RB or LB if you're on Xbox. Once you get to the customize menu, hit the X, A if you're on Xbox, and just drop down to customize playbooks. Pretty simple. Once you get there, you'll see these 4 possible menus. Create off for offense, create def for defense, then there's edit offense and edit defense. These 2 will only light up if you already have a playbook there. As you can see, I've got one defensive playbook that I created, and I've got several offensive playbooks that I've created. So the important thing is I've got several of these: empty 01, empty 000, and skeleton 0. These are all empty playbooks. They are a base for if I wanted to build a brand new playbook tomorrow, I would start here. I would edit a playbook that didn't have very much in it. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So we're going to go back to create offense, and we're going to start by using the Arizona Bruce Arians playbook. And the reason we're going to use this one, you can use any of these playbooks if you like. The reason we're going to use this playbook is because we know that it already has our base play in it, and that saves us a step. So we're going to hit X to open that playbook. It's going to be A if you're on Xbox, and it starts at the Audible screen. Now, we will come back to this later, but what's important is that in the Audible screen, it lists every formation and set that you have in your playbook. If you want to scroll just by, you want to narrow it down to just say the shotgun sets, you can hold down the L2, left trick on Xbox, drop down to the shotgun, and then it only lists the shotgun sets. I don't use shotgun, so I'm going to be taking all of these out. But another thing that's important is if you look to the side, to the right, you'll see that there are audibles that are listed for each one of these formation and sets. So if I were to call a shotgun ace slot offset play when I got to the field, these would be the audibles that I'd be able to choose from. You can edit these, but we won't do that right now. And the reason we won't do it right now is because we're taking all of these shotgun plays out. Now if you look at my playbook, this actually has all of the plays for all of the formations and all of the sets in your current playbook. So right now we've got the pistol formation, shotgun, single back, strong eye. If we go to the pistol, we only have 2 sets in this formation. We've got the bunch tight end and the wing flex. And whenever you change the set, it will list all of the plays that you have in that set. And the play art to the right will change as you scroll through each play. Now you'll notice that there's stars underneath these plays. Some of them don't have any stars. Some of them have 4 stars. Some of them only have half a star. That's important if you're super simming, if you're assigning a playbook to the computer, and it's also important if you're looking to get play suggestions based on your game plan. We won't focus on that. We do use it because we need it to lock in our base play, which we'll be doing in just a moment. If we go over to the hit R1, RB if you're on Xbox to get over to the all plays, this lists every play in every formation and every set that is in Madden. You can access the formations with L2. You can access the sets with R2. I formation has close, close flex, H pro. You get the idea. There's a lot of stuff in there. When you see this little dotted line, that means you're at the bottom of the list or the top of the list. Now we're at the top. Now we're at the bottom. But that little dotted line lets you know when you've made the loop. That's important. It's also in the formation section. That's important so you're not sitting there scrolling all day, which you can easily do. Alright, the next step is to hit R1 or RB on Xbox again, and this will take you to your game plan. And the reason this is important, once again, is if you're assigning a playbook to the computer. We will do a little with it, but not very much. Matter of fact, while that's on our mind, let's go ahead and hit L1 2 times to get back to my playbook. And our first step to building a playbook from scratch is destroying the current playbook. And we destroy that playbook by first locking in our base play. There's only one play out of this entire playbook that I even want. We're going to go to single back, dice slot, tight end post. This is the only play that I want. In order to keep this play, we have to rate it. So if you hit square or X on the Xbox, it will highlight the first down section just underneath the play art. You can assign stars to this play by hitting X on PlayStation or A on Xbox. And we want to rate this play 5 stars. We only want to do it in the first down section, and here's why. Now we're going to the game plan section. So tap R1 until you get there, RB if you're on Xbox. And you see, tight end post wasn't listed here before, but it is now because we just gave it 5 stars for the first down situation. These are all the other plays that are in the first down situation. We don't want any of them. So we're going to go through and we're going to remove each one of these plays. For the first 2, we'll hit the square on PlayStation. It'll be the X on Xbox, and it'll bring up the edit game plan menu. And what we want to do is we want to remove this play. So we'll hit X to confirm, A if you're on Xbox to confirm it. For the second play, we'll remove it as well. And we'll keep removing plays until it's done. Right here, we'll speed up the video so you don't have to watch me do this. Alright, now that we have removed all of the plays from our game plan, each one of those plays that we just took out is still in our playbook. All we did was tell the machine not to call them. So if we go back to my game plan, what makes the my game plan so important is we're going to use the copy and paste feature, which will allow us to take this first down situation and make it also our second and short, and our third and short, and our fourth and short, and our red zone. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to first down, because that's the one that we want to copy. We're going to hit the triangle button and that's going to be Y if you're on Xbox. It will pop up a copy dialog box. We're going to select all the situations. So we're going to hit triangle again, Y if you're on Xbox, and then we're going to hit the X to confirm, to say yes, copy and paste. It's going to give you a warning. That warning tells you that if you do this, this situation will be the only situation. It'll copy this to everything. So the only play you'll have on 4th and medium to choose from is tight end post. That is what we want right now for this purpose. If we scroll down to 3rd and long and 4th and short, tight end post is the only play available. Going for 2. Run the clock out. But what that does is if we go back to my playbook, it will lock our play in. So right now we're going to start deleting all of the plays in our playbook so that they're no longer available to us. And we're going to start with shotgun because we don't like shotgun. It makes us feel good to get rid of all these shotgun plays. Hit triangle to remove all plays. That's going to be Y if you're on Xbox. And then hit the X or A to confirm that yes, I want to remove all of these plays. And you'll remove all of the plays one set at a time. You'll see at the top that set will disappear out of this list until you are left with no set. When you get no sets in a formation, that formation will disappear as well. And we just blew up shotgun. We have no more shotgun plays in our playbook. We'll move on to the strong eye. Get rid of those. We'll destroy the pistol. As you can see, single back is now gray, meaning it is the only formation that we have left in our playbook. We're going to go to the dice slot. You may have come across this message. We're going to remove all these plays. You may have come across a message similar to this while you're removing plays. If that happens, ignore it. Go ahead and hit OK. What it tells you is you've got a play that's locked in because it's the only play left in a situation. Most of that's covered because tight end post is the only one that we want to keep anyway. We locked it in specifically for that reason. We don't want to be able to delete this one. So if we tap the R2 button, right trigger if you're on Xbox, it'll move us to the next set out of single back, and we're just going to remove some more plays. We've cycled around till we got back to tight end slot. We'll tap R2, it'll move us to the next set. We'll remove the plays out of the ace. And now, single back dice slot tight end post is the only play we have left. We know this because the single back is grayed out. Dice slot is grayed out, meaning there are no more formations and no more sets available to us. If you look down in the formation sign, just below in the information section, it'll tell you we've got custom cardinals as our playbook, type offense, formations 1 of 9, sets 1 of 50, meaning you can only have nine possible formations. Out of that formation, those formations, you can have up to 50 sets. So let's say you're a fan of shotgun. You can have shotgun trips, shotgun weak offset. You could have all of those. Those only count as one formation. Shotgun is the formation. The trips is a set. Weak offset is a set. And you can have up to 50 sets. So don't really let those numbers mess with you, because you'll have plenty of room to do pretty much anything you want in terms of adding plays, taking plays away. When you see plays in set, it will give you a list of the number of possible plays that you can choose from. You can choose up to 50. I always like to do mine in multiples of 3. When you're in the play call screen, you have 3 plays available. If you don't do yours in multiple of 3, you may have one of your panels as you're scrolling that only has one possible play. If you're playing with your buddy sitting next to you, he's going to see exactly which play you're picking. So always do multiples of 3. That way it completes a full set of panels. We'll get back to it in a minute. Alright, so now that we have only one play left, well, let's go into Audibles. Select, hold down L2, L trigger if you're on Xbox. And in our Audibles, we only have one play. But as you can notice, none of our Audibles are set. If we wanted to set one, the only play we'd have to choose from is tight end post, because that's the only play in our playbook. Right now, that's how we want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this playbook, and we're going to save it as our skeleton. We will never ever use this playbook in a game. I already have a skeleton playbook that I use that I'm going to save this as. If you don't have one that is a skeleton already, you will save yours as new and give it a name. I'm saving mine as Skeleton 0 because I already have one with the name that I want. Now we build. We have destroyed. Now it's time to build. We know we're going to put in some plays from the single back tight end slot, so let's go there first. Hold down L2, L trigger if you're on Xbox to select a formation. R2, R trigger if you're on Xbox. This will list all of the plays available. There's one of 50 available. Tight end post is already in our playbook, so we won't have to add that one. It will be listed first in our playbook, meaning the plays that you put in your playbook appear in the order in which you select them. So in the play call screen, my triangle play will be tight end post. The next play I choose will be my square play, which is in the middle. The play I choose after that will be my X play. If I choose a fourth play, it will go back up to triangle and start a new panel. One of the plays we want is the halfback stretch. We always want to have at least one pass play and at least one run play in each panel. So we want tight end post will be first, halfback stretch, and we'll pick one other play. We'll pick this slants play. Then for our second panel, the top of our second panel, we're going to use the halfback slip screen as our first play. We're going to put the halfback dive as our second play. And then our third play, slot post. And that'll be it for the single back dice slot. You may want to add more plays for your playbook, but just for instructional purposes, we're only going to add 6 to this one. Then we're going to move to single back ace. So hold down R2, move to your next set, and start picking plays again. We're looking specifically. Now you'll notice that a lot of these plays have the same name. There's a halfback stretch there. There's a halfback stretch here. They look almost identical. I don't know what the difference is. There might not be one. But out of those stretch places, I don't want stretch plays. I don't want those stretches. I want just a regular stretch. If you notice, the blocking scheme is a little different. The stretch play, this stretch play actually has blockers moving to one side. Their first step will be to their right on this particular play. This one, they just fire out and try to wall people off. This one, they actually step out. I like this stretch play. So that's going to be my first stretch, my first play in the single back ace. The next play is going to be the halfback dive. And our third play, once again, we want to make sure that we keep at least one pass play per panel. So we're going to look for the curl flat check. On our second panel, we're going to go with the inside cross, the counter strike, and we got to go back and get one more run play. And we'll go with the halfback counter strong. And that's 6 plays. If you look down, it plays in set underneath the play call, the play art, and the game plan stars. Plays in sets. We have 6. Always, once again, always use multiples of 3. so that all my panels are complete. And just below that is play count. You'll see 69 out of 500. That means you can have as many as 500 plays in your playbook. If you remember, we've only picked 12 manually. All of those other plays like special teams, Hail Mary, and goal line plays are already in your playbook automatically. So you can't take those out. The good thing is you don't have to put them in either. Those are plays you don't want to forget. So we'll move on to our next formation. We like running out of the I. So we're going to go I form Pro. And we got to go with the halfback dive. We also want to get this Packer post play. And then we'll come back and put in the seam 6, 7, 8 to finish our first panel. And we'll put in the halfback slam. I like running plays where everybody is blocking and nobody is running a route. And then we'll also put in the quick slants play and one more to finish the panel. We'll go with the mid attack. That is good for the I-form Pro. Now we'll go for the I-form slot. And I-form slot is just one that moves your flanker to the left side of the field. And we're going to go with the fullback flare as our first play. We're going to put the halfback toss in as our second play. And what is going to be our third? We'll go with ISO because we need that middle run. Slants is going to be our first play on the second panel. We'll go with post wheel and halfback power to give us our run play on our second panel. Alright, and that finishes up for the I formation. And last formation, we're going to go with the strong I close. Got to put in the quick toss. Finish that off with a pass play. We'll go with the mesh drive and the Y trail. And our second panel, we'll go with the wide receiver out, the halfback dive, and the flanker drive. That gives us 6 for the strong I. And we'll also go with the strong I Pro. Give me that fullback middle as our first play. Halfback dive. The stretch. Second panel, we'll go with slants. 494F flat. And finish it up with a run play. Fullback dive. Alright, for the purpose of this video, we are finished adding plays. If we go back to our audibles, you'll see that we've got 3 formations. We've got I-form, single back, and strong I. I-form, we've got pro and slot. Single back, we've got ace and dice slot. And strong I, we've got close and pro. The next step is to set audibles for each of these sets. What we like to do is we like to set a run play at the triangle. A short pass to beat blitzes at our square button. A deeper pass to beat some coverages at our L1. However you set up your audibles, it's best to have a convention to it. Like if I call an audible and I always know that there's a run play at the triangle, if I need a run, I don't have to fumble. I could just square triangle or X and then Y. if you're on Xbox. So what I mean by a convention is we're going to put a short pass there, a deeper pass here, and an even deeper pass here. And we're going to keep this run. We're going to change that to the power O. We're going to keep a run there. Halfback dive is good. Inside cross for short passes. Counter strike. That might be a little too deep. We'll put the counter strike here. That way we've got a short pass, a run, a medium range pass, and then a deep pass. Alright, so short pass, a run, medium range, and deep. Short pass, a run, medium range pass, and a deep pass. Alright, and we'll set that up for our last play. Short pass, medium, and deep. Alright, we are now ready to save our playbook. It's done. We'll hit the circle button. That's going to be the B button if you're on Xbox. If you hit it at any point, it will give you this menu saying save playbook or quit without saving. If you save the playbook, whatever you do, don't save it as skeleton. Save it with a new name. So we're going to call this one TNT713 OFF for offense, and we're going to give it a number. We're going to give it 05 because I already know I have an 04. And then we'll hit the save button. And kapow! Here's my new playbook. If you ever want to go in and edit it, you can either access it from the Create Offensive Playbook, or you can go to the Edit menu. In the Edit menu, the only playbooks that will appear are the ones that you created, whereas all of them, the created playbooks and the default playbooks, will be listed if you go to the Create Offense Playbook. Now, the process is the same on defense. If you pick one, clean it out, and then build it back. And that's basically how you create a custom playbook. Now, one thing you will want to notice is that I'm not going to use this 05 playbook, the one that we just created. That's not the one I use when I'm playing in games. The one that I play in games has a lot more formations to it. A lot more single back, a lot more strong eye, a lot more weak eye. I don't use shotgun at all, ever. And each of these has audibles assigned to it. You'll notice that I have 2 runs assigned to most of these. And that keeps it easy when I get to the field. I'll know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I hope it makes it easier for you to create your own playbooks from scratch. There's, in my opinion, no need to have one of the default playbooks if you only use 5 plays, and there's no need to try to juggle which playbook should I use. Build your own. Alright, so here we are at the practice field. We've got our playbook loaded up. You can see the 2 formations that we added, the 1 of 2, 2 of 2, ace and dice slot that we added, and the pro and close, and the slot and pro out of I formation are all in our playbook. And in case you were wondering what I meant when I was saying panels, as you can see, just to the left of me, there is a play call screen. 3 plays. There's a tight end post, the halfback stretch, and the slants play, which is the order in which we selected them. Let's say theoretically we had only picked 5 plays. and there would only be 2 plays listed for this particular panel. So that's why it's always important that when you add plays in groups of 3. That way, even if you never use those plays, at least they fill out the screen, so that if you're playing shoulder to shoulder with someone, or if you're in a tournament that allows custom plays, or for some reason you're head to head and you're sitting right next to somebody, they won't know which play that you're picking. If we go to single back ace, we've got 2 run plays and a pass play. In this one, we've got 2 pass plays and a run. If we go back to dice slot, we've got 2 pass plays and a run, 2 more pass plays and a run. Let's drop down to strong eye. We've got the strong eye close. We've got 2 pass plays and a run, 2 more pass plays and a run. And in the pro, we've got 2 runs and a pass, and 2 passes and a run. So, and you get the idea. Same with I formation: 1 run, 2 passes, 1 run, 2 passes. We'll go to our strong eye close play. We'll call the Y trail, because we don't believe I don't think that's one of our audibles. So we'll go to a random play. This is our Y trail. We've got as our audibles, we've got our short pass play, which is the mesh, our quick toss, which is our run, our flanker drive, which is our medium depth pass, and our wide receiver out, which is our deeper pass. So if we wanted to audible to a different formation, we actually have that, or audible to a different set out of the same formation. We can go strong eye pro, in which case we have the slants play, the halfback dive, the fullback angle, and the 4-9-4 F flat. You can set up your playbook with virtually all of your plays from the same personnel sets, and at which point you'll have all of your audibles at your disposal. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. We enjoyed making it for you, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment and follow us on Twitter at TNT713. Until next time, keep striving for excellence, and may the best plan win.